about me.
Yes. See if she wants to ask something. No, I know my mother very well. In fact, the most interesting one is when I put up pictures on WhatsApp, you know, Snapchat filters and all that, she will call me, remove that picture. There was a day I got tired of all that and I said,
I never get this kind of thing, or I hear it. Abuja Incorporation Agency then called me because we are partner with them. They say we should come. There is a survivor fund that the government wanted to give technicians.
They capture everybody, including food seller in my own workshop.
When my chairman called me that there is parity something, that I should come and take my cash off, the money now come, and that money helped me a lot. I said,
this is a significant milestone in our quest to create an enduring national energy company.
NNPC, formally registered as a limited liability company as Petroleum Industry Act takes effect.
An economy the size of Nigeria should be able to grow up to 50% of its GDP.
Finance Minister gives breakdown of 2022 budget, says federal government targets 15% revenue growth to GDP in the next 3 years.
I'm glad to report that we are fully recovered from that attack.
Plus, INEC replaces damaged materials during attacks in Anambra, assures conduct of November 6 political power race to Oka Government House. Thanks for joining us on NTA Network News, reaching you live in Abuja. I am Jumba Yusuf. Michael Olale joins us from our Lagos studio. President Muhammadu Buhari is in Kaduna ahead of the passing out parade and commissioning ceremony of 68 regular corps of the Nigerian Defense Academy. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that the president was received on arrival at the Nigerian Air Force Base Kaduna by the governor of Kaduna State, Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai. Others at the Air Force Base were the Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Loki Irabo, and all the service chiefs, as well as representative of the Inspector General of Police. President Buhari inspected a ceremonial guard of honor mounted by a detachment of the Nigerian Armed Forces. At the NTA passing out ceremony on Saturday, President Buhari is expected to perform the piping ceremony for cadets of 68 regular corps and present awards to deserving graduating officers. Following the coming into effect of the Petroleum Industry Act, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation has been formally registered as a limited liability company by the Corporate Affairs Commission. President Muhammadu Buhari has already received the company's certificate of incorporation at a brief ceremony attended by key stakeholders. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has the details.
It was a historic event of remarkable significance as Registrar General of the Corporate Affairs Commission formally presents the NNPC Certificate of Incorporation as a private company limited by shares to President Muhammadu Buhari in line with the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. With this, the NNPC, first registered in 1976 when President Muhammadu Buhari was Minister of Petroleum Resources, will now be known as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited.
This is a significant milestone in our quest to create an enduring national energy company that can compete with its global peers and deliver value to its shareholders, the Nigerian people.
President Buhari therefore expects that all the necessary steps required be taken in the transfer of both human and material assets while the company be capitalized immediately in line with the provisions of the Petroleum Industry Act. Already, the National Assembly has confirmed the presidential nominations for the board and management of the company's regulatory institutions to facilitate effective implementation of the PIA on accelerated gas development and optimization of oil production and support for energy transition.
I congratulate the chairman and board of directors, including the chief executive officer and the CFO of the NNPC Limited, and expect from them nothing less than the realization of a global national oil company that this nation desires and deserves.
Both the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Mele Kolokari, and the Registrar General of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Garba Abubakar, had told the President that every step has been taken towards ensuring that the incorporation was done in line with the provisions of the PIA, as well as the Companies and Allied Matters Act.
We know for sure that after this event, a number of things will happen, which will make also further entrench the accountability and transparency the company must do under the provisions of the law, and also finally and ultimately deliver much more value to its shareholders, the teeming Nigerian population.
This is one company that has the largest capitalization in the history of this country. It has been registered with an initial share capital of 200 billion. There is no existing company in Nigeria that has this share capital threshold.
The Nigerian National Company Limited was registered electronically within 24 hours with number 1843987. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
In another development, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the recovery of 2.659 trillion naira owed the federal government by companies as contained in Nigeria Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative audit reports. Chief Executive of Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, Modibo Hamman Tukur, disclosed this in Abuja during a visit on NTA management. Benny Adams reports.
The signatures on paper, the exchange and handshake is the third in series of collaboration by NTA with anti-corruption agencies in the quest to recover revenues lost by government. 2.659 trillion naira is the amount involved, according to NATI's 2019 audit reports, among other revenues owed to government, and this partnership seems to be yielding results.
This week, Mr. President has approved officially all the recoveries to be done in this area. Yes. So no more hiding of national revenue.
To this end, a recovery panel with the country's anti-corruption agencies, FIRS, and NAITI, among others, are members.
So we're happy that our disclosure is yielding some dividend. We cannot wait to see that these monies are recovered. Already we are aware that 77 companies are owing from our reports up to 2.6 trillion. We disclose that. And we're able to provide information and data to point to how these monies can be recovered.
With data available to the concerned agencies, the expectation is that after reconciliation of accounts by all involved, government accounts will begin to receive alert. In Abuja, Benny Adams, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari has assented to the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Amendment Bill 2021. This is in consonance with the commitment of the federal government to diversify the economy, with agriculture playing a critical role. With the amendment, the council is expected to play a crucial part in coordinating research efforts in the agricultural sector towards achieving food sufficiency and security in the nation. The president who assented to the bills also approved the establishment of the Federal College of Agriculture, Kirikasama, and the Federal College of Education, Special, Birnin Kudu. Since the inauguration of the 9th National Assembly, it has maintained a robust working relationship with the executive to ensure that constituents benefit from the dividends of democracy. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports on how these two arms of government have, through the national budget, responded to the needs of the citizens.
It is on record that the 9th National Assembly returned the budget to the January to December cycle for ease of planning. This resulted in additional benefits as confirmed by the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan.
We all recall that the 2020 budget was fully implemented, becoming the first and only budget that was implemented 100% since the Fourth Republic began.
Some lawmakers commend these developments as the 100% release of budgetary allocation has brought about improved implementation of constituency projects.
I want to say that the implementation of the constituency projects and all those rural intervention projects have been done satisfactorily, in my opinion. And I think we should continue in this state. There's even need for increase in the amount of quantum of constituency projects, because this is the only way Nigerians in the rural communities can be reached.
These constituency projects are essentially, these are the Lagos-Ibadan of constituencies. Lagos-Ibadan road, these are their major rail tracks. This is their second Niger bridge. This is their Abuja Kano of communities who are probably not beneficiaries of those projects. That little borehole means their second Niger bridge.
Since 2019, there has been steady increase in the funding. I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 100% funding that was done. So I think pretty good. I mean, it's been pretty nice compared to what we had said in 2016 or 2017.
The 2022 budget will be the last to be implemented by the present administration, and expects this feat to be sustained for posterity. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
Nigeria targets to grow the revenue to GDP ratio from about 8 to 9% currently to 15% by 2025. Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, while giving a breakdown of the proposed 2022 budget, says the borrowings are within limits as Nigeria has to spend her way to prosperity. Leah Katung Babatunde completes the story.
The early presentation of the budget is now a normal occurrence in ensuring a proper alignment of the fiscal budget cycle with the annual calendar. Nigeria's growth this year has exceeded expectations, with the global economy projected to grow by 6% in 2021 and 4.9% in 2022. Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, is optimistic results will be achieved.
2022, we have made another provision. You will find it in the service-wide for the Nigeria Youth Fund, also of 25 billion. On the issue of gender sensitivity, so what we have done is, during the core circular, encourage MDAs to, as they are making provisions for their programs and projects, to use a gender lens.
The expenditure framework shows that in 2022, the federal government plans to spend 16.39 trillion naira. Critical sectors include education, defense and security, health, infrastructure and social development.
I want to assure the economic body that this government makes no distinction between any part of the country in the manner it spreads infrastructure.
Over the last 1 year, the federal government has set up 18 new tertiary institutions, 6 universities, 6 polytechnics, and 6 colleges of education.
Debt service is 22% of projected expenditure and 35.6% of total revenues, with deficit projected to peak at 6.26 trillion naira.
The Brentwood Institutions IMF World Bank says that an economy the size of Nigeria should be able to borrow up to 50% of its GDP for us to have infrastructure development.
Several measures are being instituted under the administration's strategic revenue growth initiatives to improve government revenue and entrench fiscal prudence, with emphasis on achieving value for money.
The number of billionaires in Lagos alone
are more than the total number of millionaires in the whole of South Africa. Yet, what we generated as personal income tax as at JTB level or by Lagos State government was just less than 400 billion naira.
The budget is predicated on assumptions of oil $57 per barrel, oil production 1.88 million barrels per day, with inflation expected to rise by 13%. In Abuja, Leah Katumbabatunde, NTA News.
Still talking economy, a cross-section of Nigerians want the federal government to initiate and develop a workable policy environment for small businesses and improve agricultural productivity to accelerate economic growth. It was in reaction to the recent 2022 appropriation bill presented by President Muhammadu Buhari.
At least he has presented it to the National Assembly for consideration. And according to the budget, is a budget of budget for sustainability, growth sustainability. And if the government is thinking towards that direction, I think it's a good one for us.
In addition to other ways of the diversification of economy, they have to create enabling environment for business to thrive.
That is why we are talking about private participation. Make private viable so that at least those are people that can create employment. You know, government cannot do the employment all alone.
We have to be investing in people and also investing in technologies which will create industries and which will later give employment.
Let them make the thing a realizable objective, and Nigerians will be happier for it.
To other matters now, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed says despite the challenges inherited by the present administration, President Muhammadu Buhari has been able to return the country to the path of sustainable economic growth. The minister stated this when he received a delegation from the African Union Development Agency, AUDA, and that of New Partnership for Africa's Development, NEPAD. Anthony Forson tells us more.
Today, nightlife in Maiduguri today is as vibrant as nightlife in Lagos.
The Information and Culture Minister explained that in 2015, 3 key issues were holding the country hostage: the menace of Boko Haram, a dwindling economy which is on the verge of collapse, and the drop in the price of oil. But the government was undaunted.
So it's important to understand the complexities of the Nigerian situation. It's good to appreciate better what we've achieved.
Lai Mohammed saluted the style of governance by President Muhammad Buhari, which is driven by wisdom, focus, tolerance, and patience, given his capacity to listen to all shades of opinion. On the economy, Lai Mohammed said President Muhammad Buhari has propelled the diversification of the nation's economy as the non-oil sector is performing very well.
Yes, why oil is might be important for foreign exchange is clearly not the driving force of our economy. On the contrary, it's actually more of agriculture, it's actually more of the creative industry, it's actually more of the services that is the backbone of our economy.
He applauded President Muhammadu Buhari's commitment to fighting COVID-19 scientifically and not politically. Coordinator of NEPAD, Gloria Akubundi, said the African Union Development Agency is in Nigeria to assess the implementation of the program of action arising from the first peer review, saying Nigeria has consolidated on its democracy so far.
I hand over this document, which is the country's self-assessment report.
In Abuja, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
You are watching NTA Network News. More reports in a moment. Don't go away.
Will this penalty be the decider? What's going through the player's mind here? You could cut the tension with a knife. Is there one more twist in this long, rocky road to the final? And here's the kick, and he scores! They've taken the win, they're through.
Don't worry, my boy. There's always a next time.
It's into Ikalo from the wing.
Join the winning team and stream every match with Glow special data plans. For everything Glow, dial *777#. Great supporters of football. Glow.
The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, invites all honorable ministers, head of the Civil Service of the Federation, federal permanent secretaries, and top government functionaries to a 2-day midterm ministerial review retreat to be presided over by His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The retreat is scheduled as follows. Date, Monday 11th to Tuesday 12th October 2021. Venue, State House Conference Center, Presidential Villa, Abuja. Time, 9 a.m. daily. The objectives of these midterm ministerial performance review retreat include the following. To report on the progress on the level of implementation of the ministerial mandates along the 9 priority areas of the administration. Review performance of ministries and identify key impediments to implementation of the ministerial mandates. Re-strategize on how to accelerate delivery of results given the current key economic situation. Accreditation of participants for the retreat will commence at the venue on Saturday, 9th and Sunday, 10th October 2021 at 4 p.m. each day. Attendance is mandatory and strictly by invitation. Announcer James Sule, Permanent Secretary, Cabinet Affairs Office, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation.
The Commandant, Nigerian Defense Academy, Major General I.M. Yusuf, wishes to inform the general public that the passing out parade of cadets of 68 regular course comes up on Saturday, 9th October 2021. Special guest of honor, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. However, in compliance to satisfy protocol and National Center for Disease Control guideline against COVID-19, the parade is strictly restricted to few guests. The parade will be streamed live on NTA from 10 a.m. Announcer, Major Bashir Muhammad Jajara, Academy Public Relations Officer.
Hey there, what's on your bucket list? Would you like to travel the world, live your best life? What if I told you you could blow right this minute and do everything on that list? Airtel is celebrating its anniversary and saying thank you to all loyal customers. You stand a chance to win up to 100 million naira with guaranteed cash tokens in the Airtel Recharge and Blow Anniversary promo. Plus 250 megabytes and 20 SMS free. How awesome is that? All you have to do is recharge to win. For more information, dial *444*4#. Everyone's a winner. So hurry now. The more you recharge, the more you win.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hooray! The good news is here at last. The federal government, in collaboration with states, local governments, and councils through ALGON, with the Nigerian stakeholders, has rolled out the National Anti-Multiple Taxation Scheme (NAMTAX) and National Transit Insurance Scheme (NATIS), using National Joint Compliance Monitoring and Enforcement Team to put an end to all illegal roadblocks, illegal taxation, illegal levies, harassment, assault, molestations, killings on the road, thereby reducing the prices of goods and services. Oh yes, farmers, transporters, manufacturers, dealers, distributors, miners, and traders, etc. can now access safety, security, surveillance, and emergency rescue and move freely on Nigerian roads. Beneficiaries are required to buy safety, security, and emergency rescue sticker once a year from accredited certified registered vendors nationwide, while loading and offloading permit fee per trip is also required to qualify for the services. In case of any emergency, quickly use the special short code 7744 indicated on the rescue sticker to access immediate services of the Compliance Monitoring and Enforcement Group established in each of the local government councils, area councils, and LCDs. Zenith Bank, UBA, First Bank, and SunTrust Bank are approved and official bankers of the NAMTAX project.
Each journey has its purpose and tells a story. We are here to redefine yours. At Ibom Air, we are poised to bring game-changing, innovative services to you because our people are passionate, our partners are committed, and our energy is high. Fly Ibom Air to experience schedule reliability, on-time departures, and excellent services. Ibom Air, a new experience.
Whoa, how hot is she?
very hot. Pick me. Just pick me, baby. Come pick me, girl. Man, I'm all ready for you.
So tasty.
He's so lucky.
Mini-Me, taste the fun.
The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, says as of October, the Ministry of Works has received the 2021 budget release of 114 billion naira, with a total of 7 projects completed. National Assembly correspondent Ignatius Unko reports that this was part of the minister's submission at an oversight visit to the ministry by the Senate Committee on Works.
As the National Assembly is getting set to scrutinize the 2022 appropriation bill, the 2021 budget is still receiving legislative attention.
The ministry to brief us fully on the utilization of all releases made.
Currently, the utilization is 94.917 billion, roughly, and a committed balance of 88.053 billion.
It was suggestive that the ministry needs to apply for virement to enable it dispense its appropriated funds according to priority.
You can take the initiative of asking for virement to enable you pay those ones so that this money will not be refunded.
In the year 2021, a total of 7 projects have been fully completed. So the second section of the Kanu Maiduguri, the Bandekia Obudu Cattle Ranch Road, has one of the things we completed this year.
The committee advised that completed roads should be commissioned and that contractors who have completed their jobs should be paid, as some of the members drew the attention of the minister to the state of certain roads.
Zaria to Gusau, Sokoto to Kidnap. Is that road Abuja, Kaduna, and Kano?
Coming from 9 mile or Bato, Abo, Udi, Oji River, Anambra, this is an old road.
The 9th National Assembly, in its committed intervention to the sector, has passed the Federal Road Fund Bill and the National Road Authority Bill, while the Public-Private Partnership Bill is currently undergoing legislative consideration. Ignatius Unko, NTA News.
The federal government says it will implement without delay a new national program of action arising from the report of Nigeria's second peer review. Secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, stated this while receiving the report from the National Governing Council of the African Peer Review Mechanism on behalf of President Buhari. Metere Ikben reports.
This country self-assessment report of Nigeria's second peer review process is the outcome of broad consultations since 2019 with Nigerians across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Despite limitations posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, the National Governing Council of the African Peer Review Mechanism deployed innovative strategies, including virtual and physical deliberations, which led to the eventual validation of the country's self-assessment report.
The development of rail infrastructure in the country, successful implementation of the all-sector reforms to ensure transparency and accountability, the establishment of a Treasury single account, TSA, which has significantly addressed fiscal consolidation challenges. The team identified both good practices and challenges facing the country, some of which are not unique to Nigeria.
SGF Boss Mustafa expressed President Buhari's commitment towards implementing the recommendations.
The implementation of the agreed national plan of action will commence as we receive your report, even before waiting for the conclusion of the peer review sometimes in 2022, because we are so much in a hurry to get across, to get over the challenges, and to also ensure that the areas where you have noticed appreciable improvement, that we continue to better them.
The ratification of the country's self-assessment report by the African Union heads of state and government in February 2022 will place Nigeria in the league of countries like Kenya, Uganda and Mozambique that have completed the second African peer review process. In Abuja, Mitaire Ikben, NTA News.
INEC is set for the conduct of the November 6th Anambra governorship election as all damaged election materials in the state during several attacks have been replaced. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud gave the assurance at a meeting with chairmen of political parties in Abuja. Mayor Ogidi reports.
An aerial view tells the beauty of Anambra State, but unwanted sound was heard on the 23rd of May 2021. Then, on the 3rd of October, another dark day in Oka, Anambra State. DSS, Federal Road Safety Corps, and private home were attacked. A state counting down to an election.
Anambra State is not in the usual election mood.
Truly, not in an election mood, but Mahmoud is activating the mood. Met with security agencies 3 days ago, today with the political parties. A brief on the efforts to provide safe environment, then an update on the voters' registration. More than 62,000 double registrations discovered, so they are cancelled, bringing the total number of voters in Anambra State to more than 2.5 million.
In May this year, our state office in Oka was attacked. I am glad to report that we are fully recovered from that attack. All non-sensitive materials have either been procured afresh or sourced from neighboring states and our zonal stores.
It is remarkable that it be restated that these inimical distractions are perpetrated by non-state actors and criminal elements and not specifically political party candidates or its members.
Efforts to ensure peace for the election and even beyond still central to the Professor Mahmoud's agenda. Mayor Ogede, NTA News.
Let's turn our attention to security matters now, as the Nigerian army is upscaling the capacity of its cyber warfare warriors to effectively check emerging cyber threats in the country. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, said this in a message at the inauguration of the maiden Digital Literacy Core Computing Certification course. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa was at the Nigerian Army Cyber Warfare School in Jiri, Abuja.
Cyberspace, the fifth domain after land, sea, air, and space, has continued to evolve, supporting information communications technology. This internet-driven transformation evidently enhances communication, security, and other socioeconomic activities globally. Despite its huge benefit, it is not devoid of challenges, necessitating the development of the capacity of the Nigerian Army cyber warfare warriors.
In Nigeria, while our threats have not gone to space, our adversaries have continued to use the cyber domain to carry out acts that are detrimental to national security. In order for the Nigerian Army to successfully carry out its mission, it became necessary to establish the Nigerian Army Cyber Warfare Command.
In Cyber Warfare School, the commandant of the institution established in 2020 noted the school has specialized program to stem the evolving nature of cyber threats.
It is the maiden inaugural ceremony of the Digital Literacy Core Computing Certification course. This course is the first of its kind, targeted at developing the capacity and improved skills of the Nigerian Army personnel on cyber-related activities.
A basic cyber laboratory was inaugurated to enhance tracing and tracking of threats. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
As the Nigerian Armed Forces intensify operations against the armed bandits terrorizing Zamfara State, 187 more kidnapped victims have been rescued by the security operatives. The victims, mostly women and children, hail from Zamfara and Sokoto states. Jamilu Ibrahim has more.
It is a display of agony, disgust, and starvation. And the 187 rescued kidnapped victims arrived in Zamfara State Police Command headquarters Gusau. The victims were glaringly weak and feeble, obviously as a result of the torture and humiliation they went through while in captivity. And the latest batch of the abductees recently rescued by the security operatives in Zamfara State. Most of the rescued captives hail from Maradun, Bakura, and Shinkafe local government areas of Zamfara State, while others are indigents of Sabon Bene local government area of Sokoto State.
We stormed Sibiri Forest, where kidnapped victims were kept for various days some ranging to 52 days, 48 days, 54 days, and 4 months. They have now been rescued unconditionally. We are now going to hand them over to the state for medical checkup, debriefing, and later be reunited with their families.
Zamfara State government received the kidnapped victims with full of gratitude to the police and other security operatives for a job well done.
We will accommodate them accordingly and comfortably, and we make sure that we make all efforts to reunite these victims with their respective families.
Most of the rescued abductees are not only in starvation, but also battling with some health challenges, which Zamfara State government says will be treated before they are eventually reunited with their respective families. In Gusau, Jamilu Ibrahim, NTA News.
The results of the 2021 In-School National Business Certificate (NBC) and National Technical Certificate (NTC) examinations have been released. Announcing the results at the headquarters of NAPTEP in Benin City, the Registrar and Chief Executive of NAPTEP, Professor Ifeoma Isiogu Abanihe, says the performance of candidates in 2021 was higher than the previous years. Goodluck Enani has the details.
A total of 83,504 candidates registered for the 2021 NBC NTC examinations in 1,614 centers nationwide, representing 69.9% increase over and above that of 2020, where 58,340 candidates enrolled. 79,915 sat for the examination, representing 95.70% of the total enrollment. Analysis of the result indicates 58,307 candidates who scored 5 credits and above, including English language and mathematics, representing 72.96%. 74,069 candidates obtained 5 credits and above, with or without English language and mathematics, representing 92.68%.
This performance is higher than the previous year's 2020 in-school NBC NTC examination results. NAPTEP has continued to apply strategies that ensure that malpractice is drastically reduced in its examination activities.
In line with the change agenda of the federal government, Professor Abanihe says NAPTEP is positioned ever than before in training young Nigerians for the actualization of an innovation-driven economy. The National Business and Technical Education Board was established in 1993 with a mandate to conduct examinations, leading to the award of the NTC, NBC, amongst others. In Benin, Goodluck Enani, NT News.
Still talking education, in furtherance of its vision of promoting education, health and social development in Nigeria and Africa, the Abdul Samad Rabiu Africa Initiative, ASER Africa, has provided a 1 billion naira infrastructure grant to the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Anambra State. Olabode Arewa reports that the initiative is already yielding positive results.
That is the presentation of a structural plan for the development of a multi-purpose student center for the Nnamdi Azikiwe University. The initiative is a brainchild of Abdul Samad Rabiu, founder and chairman of the BUA Group, added to support the construction of a student complex and associated facilities in the institution.
Also commending the university. Your selection, of course, was based on certain criteria. And you actually scored very high through our filter.
The fund is drawn from ASR Africa's $100 million development fund. Ahmadu Bello University, University of Maiduguri, University of Ilorin, University of Ibadan, and the University of Benin have also benefited from the initiative.
We assure you that in the next 1 or 2 months, this project will commence.
I believe that by the time the ASR Foundation will be handing over these entities, it will be one of the best of its kind, not only in Nigeria but in Africa.
I want to, on behalf of the council
sincerely appreciate the work group of company.
ASR Africa was established in 2021 to provide sustainable solutions to developmental issues on the African continent. Olabodarewa, NTA News.
Time to join Michael in our Lagos studio for more reports. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Jumai. Increasing the volume and value of Nigerian apparel and textile exports under the African Growth and Opportunity Act (AGOA) is fundamental towards strengthening revenue and diversification drive by the federal government. These were the unanimous views of various speakers at a workshop on AGOA textile visa for Nigerian stakeholders. Amaka O reports.
The African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, is a United States trade preference program that enables goods from sub-Saharan African countries have duty-free access to the U.S. markets. This training by the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, in collaboration with its partners, is to close gaps and inform exporters on better ways to take advantage of the African Growth and Opportunity Act to foster economic growth.
The only way that Nigerian exporters can competitively access that market is if they come under the AGOA textile visa stamp.
The Nigeria Customs Service plays a significant role as it is a frontier for trade across borders and is also saddled with the responsibility of issuing textile visa stamps with names and signature specimen of authorized officers sent to the U.S. government.
With this, our goods will enter America free duty and at a very competitive level.
Kara Diallo is an African Growth and Opportunity Act expert representing the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
I am sure that Nigerian textiles and apparel can also benefit from this duty-free treatment. We only want, let's say, the companies to use the appropriate documentation.
The African Growth and Opportunity Act, which is expected to last a decade, has been extended to September 2025. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
Substandard goods coming into the country are not just an economic issue for local manufacturers, but also major security challenge for the federal government because they create vulnerability, threaten jobs, and loss of millions in taxes. This was a statement of the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, Farouk Salim, at an interaction with key players in the roofing sheet industry. When the federal government mandated manufacturers to go through backward integration to deepen the sourcing of local materials for production, businessmen like Bola Wojobi threw their weight behind the noble initiative. Today is neither a victor nor a loser, but within the last 3 years, it can vividly narrate how 7 prominent manufacturers closed shops within the galvanized iron and steel industry due to the influx of substandard products.
Imported roofing sheet is being sold below your own cost. What do? It's either you sell it at a loss or you wait.
Business owners are not just the only one feeling the heat. In fact, the regulatory agency decried how most manufacturers and importers circumvent the minimum thickness of profile aluminum roofing sheets from 0.4 mm to as low as 0.16 mm.
A brother of mine went to the market to buy roofing sheet, profile aluminum roofing sheet. They gave him a receipt. It's written there 0.45. I went there. I pick up the pieces on the ground. I use my hand to tear it as if I'm tearing ordinary paper.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, however, promised to come hard on those deliberately avoiding to do the right thing, while also encouraging robust information sharing among members for an effective self-regulation.
It's in our interest to protect the industry and to protect the market and to protect Nigerians from substandard goods that lead to death, injuries, and financial losses. And substandard roofing sheets have been known to do all those things I mentioned.
The SON is therefore giving a grace of 3 months for importers and manufacturers to clear their stores of fake and substandard products or face the music. This is NTA Network News. More reports after this break. Please stay.
The federal government, through NPHCDA, commenced Phase 2 vaccination of all persons 18 years and above with safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines approved by WHO and certified by NAFDAC. Special arrangement has been made for staff, their dependents and retirees of ministries, departments and agencies of government, private corporate organizations and non-governmental organizations. To benefit from this special arrangement, visit www.nphcda.gov.ng/corporate vaccination/ to obtain, fill and submit the Google form. NPHCDA will contact you within 48 hours. Protect yourself, your family and your workplace against COVID-19. COVID-19 vaccines are free, safe and effective. For further inquiries, call 0700-220-1122 or send a mail to covid19.vaccination@nphcda.gov.ng. This message is from the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency.
Customer care where they on point. No go regret when you try, of course, profitable investment. Everything is just a blend. If you want it good for you, my guy, make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow.
Time always moves forward. And just like the hands of time, our journey has been forward and progressive. It's a movement that empowered 25 million Nigerians with skills and tools for job creation and employability. It's been a road to open doors and partnerships that have remained steadfast throughout the decades. It's taken us to communities and given us a foothold to deliver our programs to the doorsteps of Nigerians nationwide. Our Golden Jubilee is the year of skills escalation for prosperity, and like gold, the ITF will remain valuable and timeless. Industrial Training Fund, developing the nation's human resource.
Hello, I'm Ziva, the Zenith Intelligent Virtual Assistant. I can help you open a Zenith bank account, check your account balance, transfer funds to any bank account in Nigeria, restrict transactions on your account, log dispense errors, buy airtime or data, and so much more. Simply save the number 0704 000 4422 and say hi to me on WhatsApp to get started.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity. Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in,
keeps cavities out.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day,
breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
For work and for play, for a great start to your day.
Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
We always start our day with a nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals.
Is available in 90 naira only, with 10% extra inside.
While watching Windmills promo,
Millions of naira, daily prizes, and a million wow sachets are up for grabs. Buy wow now. Offer valid till 25th October 2021.
Each wow pack gets a lot of clothes clean and fresh. Wow. Washes a lot, saves a lot.
Take this, Mom. You will need it.
My dog is craving something. I wonder what it is. Twisco. That's my favorite.
Twisco chocolate drink powder is a unique blend of cocoa, milk, and malt fortified with Enafort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that helps give kids the vitality they need for an action-packed day.
Mommy, let's go.
Twisco, power your dream.
61 years down the line, governance and economy in focus on NTA Tuesday Live this week, reappraising developmental stride and performance indicators across sectors. The program, every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m., incisive and educative. Don't miss it.
Thanks for rejoining us. President Muhammadu Buhari has extended warm birthday wishes to Muhammad Inuwa Yahya, Governor of Gombe State, as he marks his 60th birthday tomorrow, Saturday, October 9th. The president said the governor has proven that the confidence of the people of Gombe State has properly placed him and the All Progressives Congress as an achiever, and the state would no doubt achieve new heights under his leadership. He also urged him to continue to serve the state and nation in the way he has started. A special documentary to commemorate Nigeria's 61st anniversary comes up on Saturday, October 9th on Channels Television at 7 p.m. and also on Sunday, October 10, 2021 on the NTA network service by 7 p.m. We'll take another break. We'll be right back.
If the new Schweppes Zobo tastes as good as they say it does, experience tells us. Try it. Find out for yourself. Introducing new Schweppes Zobo, made with over 200 years of experience.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
Whoa, how hot is she? Very hot. Pick me. Just pick me, baby. Come pick me, girl. Man, I'm all ready for you.
Mmm, so tasty.
He's so lucky.
Mini-Me, taste the fun.
This na the story of Pekin. We rise to the max. Rain or shine, it not settle for less. Na the story of small boy we get big talent. Wait do, it be like say na the story of one man way fall, but we bounce back in style.
Osime, wetin dey motivate you? I want day big, special and great.
Watching us live from Big Brother House Studio.
Joy for Osime and his teammates at Chapter Hit as well.
Make we dey enjoy Max Entertainment together.
Sports or movies, telenovela or cartoon, music or reality TV. With just 6,900 naira, you fit get your GoTV decoder plus 1 month Max subscription. Make you dey enjoy over 75 channels with for GoTV Max. Make you and your special ones they enjoy better things on Max levels. GoTV, love it.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria will get an early feel of the nation's cup atmosphere when they take on Central African Republic in Cameroon. Will they come away with maximum points? Find out this Sunday in the return leg of the FIFA 2022 World Cup qualifier featuring the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Wild Beasts of Central African Republic. Showing on the network service of the NTA and AIT from 1:30 p.m. with live radio broadcasts on Cool FM, Wazobia FM and Nigeria Info. You can also join online at sporty.com and NPFL TV. The FIFA World Cup qualifiers are proudly brought to you by BetNiger and supported by MTN, Coca-Cola and Dettol, proud sponsors of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Thanks for staying. The First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, has described late Idahosa Wells Okumbo as a man of honor and responsibility, whose legacies are worthy of emulation. The First Lady stated this in a message through the delegation she sent to Benin, Edo State, the hometown of the deceased, to condole with the wife of late Idahosa, his children and other members of the family. While sympathizing with his wife, Nosa Idahosa, the First Lady prayed to God to grant him eternal rest and give the family the fortitude to bear the loss. Members of the delegation, comprising the legal advisor of the Aisha Buhari Foundation, Halima Buhari Sharif, Zara Buhari Indimi, wife of the Chief of Air Staff, Elizabeth Amao, as well as Benue State Governor's wife, Eunice Autumn, among others, also attended the funeral prayer of late Idahosa at the Nigerian Air Force Base, Benin, with the family members and other sympathizers. Prayers were offered for the repose of his soul. It was a colorful celebration of a life dedicated to the service of God and humanity, as family, friends, and members of the Foursquare Gospel Church gathered to bid final farewell to their former General Overseer, Reverend Dr. Wilson Adebogun Badejo in Lagos. Hingino John Adams witnessed the celebration and now reports.
Here peacefully lies a great General of God, Reverend Dr. Wilson Badejo. It was time for his loved ones and the fold of Christ he led to bid him final farewell as he begins the homeward journey to his eternal resting place. Hoisting the life of dedication led by the deceased up for all to see, Dr. Felix Omobude, in a sermon, dwelt on the need for the congregation to reflect on how they will spend eternity. Testimonies of the good man he was were not left untold.
He meant so many things to so many people, and it was the same thing to the family.
He actually developed men in the field.
I aspire to be like my dad.
He was a mentor to many of us.
He planted 1,000 churches. He set 3 years for himself, but he made it in the 4th year.
Reverend Sam Aboyeji is the General Overseer of the church.
Today, so many people can testify that he was responsible for either their relationship with Jesus or to their exposure to the ministry.
Thereafter, it was time to pay last respect to Reverend Dr. Badejo as his body was committed to Mother Earth amidst tears. Born in May 1947, Reverend Dr. Wilson Badejo died on August 7, 2021, after serving as the General Overseer of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria between 1999 and 2009. He is survived by a wife, children, and grandchildren. In Lagos, Hingino John Adams, NTA News.
That's Network News for tonight. On behalf of the crew, thanks so much for your time. But before we go, don't forget to step up, be a star, and join NTA in the fight against rape and rapists. I am Jumbo Yusuf.
this vaccine is safe, and it has been certified safe and usable by NAFTA.
This is the network service of the NTA.
The housing solution we have developed is a multifaceted one. First, we have tried to lead a program to build what we think will be an acceptable and hopefully affordable housing type based on surveys we did in 2015-2016 and construction that started in 2017. And that's going on in 34 states as the National Housing Program.
This message is from the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.